Yeah, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for the warm welcome. I never received applause before I started the game. That's why it's very happy to be here with real people here in the audience and also with real people behind the screen. I'm going to speak about decision under pressure between the front lines, cause in the crossfire. And I know, and I'm sure, also you have to make decisions, and also you are under pressure. But before I started my speech, we go back in the past. And it's always good you know the history, but it's so much better you learn something from the history. We go back in 2002, it was the decision which country can be the next World Cup, the host for the next World Cup. And it was in South Korea when Sepp Blatter, the former FIFA president, opened the envelope and read Germany. And he was a little bit surprised and shocked because he expected South Africa. And the World Cup went to Germany. And how the Germans are, they created immediately a famous slogan, zu Gast bei Freunden, or in English, time to make friends. And we ask ourselves, who can that be? And then we enjoyed the best World Cup ever. And I say this also in the year 2021, after Russia, after Brazil, after South Africa, it was the best World Cup ever. And who was responsible for this World Cup? Was it the referees, the players, the impressive modern and fantastic stadiums? Was it Franz Beckenbauer? Who was it? In the end, it was the people. It was the Germans. People like you who carried this great spirit, this happiness, friendliness in the whole world. And that's why we speak about the best World Cup ever. But meanwhile, we have also the European Championship here in Switzerland and also a little bit in Austria. And I think we made it well. And when the German team only played in Switzerland, they would be the next European champion. But unfortunately, they lost one time to many in Austria, and it's over. But there always are people, there will always people around us who make important decisions, like presidents, coaches, players, like referees, who make the difference in this world. Sepp Herberger once said, a place runs 90 minutes. Sepp Herberger, it's not anymore with us. The place don't run 90 minutes. They run often 95, 96, 97 minutes. For one time too long, for the other time too short. And also here, as referee, you cannot make the correct decision, but you have to make it. A referee make more or less 215 until 300 decisions per game, visible or invisible. And these decisions should be fair. We speak a lot about fair play, not only in football, in sport life, also in business life, in private life. What is the meaning of fair play? What means fair play? Fair play is something really easy, something really simple. If a German people helps a Dutch people, or a Swiss people helps a German people, then we speak about fair play. But fair play also is a principle which takes into account the feelings, the opinions, the view of others, of other people, of other competitor. If my actions have a negative effect on my family, friends, partners, then I haven't applied the principle of fair play. Fair play contains a number of values which are fundamental to sports, but also to everyday life. It means respect, friendship, team spirit, fair competition, tolerance, care, joy, and solidarity. It's important to support each other, share feelings, aims, and dreams. Rivalry on the field doesn't exclude friendship. On the contrary, friendship could grow from a noble rivalries. Fair play is an attitude. Whenever we act in the spirit of fair play, we contribute to building a peaceful and better world. Fair play is an essential and central part of successful development in both sport and life. Leaders, managers, and executives who follow the principle of fair play always succeed in a long run. These values can easily be expressed in the interaction of everyday life. And now we go back to the football. We go now together to the Euro 2004 in the quarterfinal, and you have to now to change your role. You're not anymore leaders in your business, at home, in the clubs, or whatever. You are now a referee, a football referee, not an assistant, a referee. And you can imagine, it's Friday night, 10 p.m., we have 32 degrees, a wonderful summer night in Portugal, in Lisbon. We are in the European quarterfinal. England, the homeland of football, versus Portugal, the homeland of this European Championship. We have 30,000 English fans in the stadium, 30,000 English fans, a wonderful atmosphere. You are the referee, you stand there. You have run forward, backwards, you have sprints, stops, and you have in your legs more or less 12 until 14 kilometers, means 7.5 until 8.5 miles. And you have a pulse rate from 160. You stand there, we are in the 90th minute, it's 1-1, and you know it will be dangerous, because on the left-hand side, David Beckham will execute a free kick, and you know from your experience, when he makes something really good, then is execute free kicks. So pay attention, and like in the Formula 1, you don't see the speed. So you don't perceive, you don't feel, you don't have you don't see this speed also in football. Pay attention. Execution of the free kick. He comes in the penalty area, from then in the crossbar, from the crossbar back, and then Campbell goes up in the air, 2.5 meters, and scored the 2-1 for England. And you know from your experience, I had 27 years experience in this time, you know exactly something it's not correct. Your intuition, your stomach say, hey, something is wrong, something is wrong. And after this experience, I trust my stomach, I trust my intuition, and whistled and cancelled this goal. And after important decisions, and this is an important decision, follow smaller decisions. But there is also a slogan in the referee's life. A good referee whistled faster than the crowd or the spectators. And after important decision, things are not over. The contrary, after important decisions, there will come other decisions, more smaller decisions, but they can be also dangerous and more important. Here we speak about the moment of surprise. This very moment is the key to success. This moment can change everything in sport and as well in business. Do we apply the unique moment of surprise in our daily life, in our daily decisions? Or do we tell ourselves everything is in order, everything is okay? The other act in the same way, the other do the same things. Why should we do or change something? To use the tactic of surprise or the surprise move. And no decision is a decision as well. And we are not only responsible for that what we are do, we are also responsible for that what we are not do. And leaders, directors and managers, and we are here to help and support people to make decisions. 0 or 100, yes or no. There are not 50% penalties and no 70% goals. Yes or no. And if we don't make decisions, doing things effectively take much longer in business and also in private life. In football, there is immediately a formation of a pack. Wild animals are gathering for a meeting. Rudelbildung. And the game manager leads a game and don't only whistle. A director leads and manages a business and doesn't only whistle. Anyone can whistle, but to guide, to lead and to show the way it takes the people who are endure something. Who are stress resident, who are echt, merkwürdig in German. Remember worthy. Management people have to be genuine. They have to be strange. Who has not a strange boss or a strange partner at home? The German word merkwürdig, translated into English as strange, is slightly convected with a small negative touch, evoking that something is wrong. The word merkwürdig can be separated in two different words, remember and worthy. When you take the second word to the front, then you have the meaning worthy to remember or to be worthy to be noticed, like Jürgen Klopp, Oliver Kahn, Pierluigi Collina. And of course, the best decision is nothing, just zero and nothing worse if you don't push in through. With each decision you want to push or enforce, someone else whistled. Someone else is blowing the whistle. But the sooner and clearer you do it, the less people whistled. Decision must be enforced and pushed through. And of course, we have to like people. What is the main task for a referee? If I would ask the referees, they wouldn't know it either. The main task of a referee is to protect the player from the opponent and to protect him from themselves. The main task of a leader, of a manager, is to protect his employers, his friends, his family, and his company. These are the main tasks. I have to show the people that I'm there for them, that I protect them, that I perceive them, that I make no difference whether they have white or black skin color, regardless whether they are Christians, Muslim, Hindus, or have no religions, whether they come from ex-Yugoslavia, Turkey, North America, North Africa, Arabia, Asia, Syria, Switzerland, Austria, Sweden, where they come from. Only then I can lead and guide. But alas, if they not feel protected, not perceived, marginalized, discriminated, then I cannot anymore lead and guide. To like people and to show you love them. And of course, we need a vision, a mental energy. When I started my career in 1977, the first thing I got pushed in my hand was a questionnaire with a simple question. What is your goal? A simple question. I wrote down, my goal is to be a football referee at the Football World Cup 1998. Not sometimes, 1998. Not as something, as a football referee. On the 21st of June 1998, I was the referee in the World Cup game USA-Iran in the Stade de Gerland in Lyon. I got it, finally. Visions without actions are dreams. Actions without visions are a waste of time. But visions and actions together can change the world. We need always both. I wish you that you have actions, that you have visions, and thank you very much for your attention. Thank you very much.